Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to what is that face? Welcome to another episode of Magnum Opus. Our storyteller's very, very mature and totally not sunny incarnate.
I'm in character. Blah, blah, blah.
It's
Yeah,
always
but
sunny in Chicago, Vampire Edition.
I thought it's always okay. Never mind. I'm just gonna introduce myself. My name's Serena, and I'm playing as Munchies. I'm so confused. Almost assembly. What the fuck?
I'm Haley. I'm going to be playing Auntie P, who is rapidly gathering love interest for some reason.
I'm Joel, and I'm playing Cadmus, and I'm rapidly gaining alchemical formula, which you should be focusing on instead of all of your boyfriends.
and I'm Lou, and I'll be your storyteller this evening. Story continues with the narrator seemingly just relaxing on his oak desk. He looks towards us once again as he continues this tale that he's been speaking to us about. The alchemist heats their elixir, and the Athnor to a blazing heat until the matter passes directly from solid to gas and cools to a solid once again. That is called sublimation. Last session, our coterie escaped from the Anarch's grasps and headed into downtown Chicago. They first went into the red number 5, had a little bit of fun, and shortly they were summoned to a place called the Great Scales. Cadmus's ally, Robert Bartlett, has offered them safety in exchange for formula to be brewed. And unsurprisingly, the group accepted this as they found out about the mysterious Duskborn community, or organization rather, called the Almost Assembly. We pick up where we left off, just after a few nights has taken place. The scene then shifts to perhaps 3 or 4 evenings after you all have gone to this safe space. The basement is, I imagine, filled with, paperwork that's been kind of trashed around. Maybe Cadmus has scribbled quite a few things, some notes here and there, maybe trashed a couple of it as things didn't work out as he intended. A lot of ingredients have been burnt out, maybe from trial and error from Cadmus. Auntie, I imagine you have let Warren as well as your son know that you won't be home for a couple of nights. And Munchies, you said you were making a phone call a couple nights ago. Who was that phone call to?
There's two. One's Jackie. I'm letting him know that I'm not gonna be, buying for a while, or be visiting for a while. I'm laying low. The other one's for Mav, making sure to update him that we're safe, and checking if he's also safe because he was also.
In these few nights, you don't receive any text messages from Mavs. In any case, the 3 of you, well, rather 4, as Sunny is with you, but he's played more of like a background role while you guys did your thing, as there's really not much for him to do here except for, well, get high, eating all the ingredients that's readily available, but as well as testing Cadmus's brews if you wanted a test subject. In any case, we come to a scene where all four of you are just gathered around for the evening. What is it? What's happening between the four of you at the moment?
Imagine Cadmus is probably just like sitting down and discuss. Just like, listen, like I'm really sorry that like that we have to keep putting Sunny through all this like emotional rigor, but like we need the different resonance in the blood, and like while you're both really, really good at creating some of them, like, you know, Munchies, like pretty much every time he looks at you, there's some resonance that he gets. And Auntie, when you like jump up behind, like I tried to jump up behind him and say boo, and it didn't really give the one. But then there's other times when you when you get angry, there's the other resonance. But we need a much better way of trying to figure out how to get the other ones because, well, yeah, that's why.
I mean, I don't know how else you would, unless we use one of the buyers to buy the resonances of blood we need.
I mean, we should almost be there, I think. Like, I don't know if we're going to need that much more. And, like, we haven't taken nearly any from him. It's just more just anytime I think we're this close to finding, like, a breakthrough, then what resonance needs. It's almost like the encryption in the book is, like, fighting against me. But that also could be because I haven't actually stopped looking at it for many, many nights. Like, even looking at you now, I'm seeing the writing. I like see like I'm just like drifting behind you. Like, I can see the writing behind you. But on a positive note, I realized that the salamander blood needs to be powdered as opposed to just sticking the entire, sorry, not the blood, the bone in there and stirring it around like I tried the first time, which is why it was so jagged when we drank it and cut our throats. That's why that one didn't work. It can be powdered this time, I think.
That makes sense.
I'm glad you think so.
I'd happily eat anything. So, I mean, if we need other resonances, we can probably just. Well, we're supposed to be laying low. Never mind. Well, but where are we in terms of? Are we near like any of the buyers in the area at all?
I doubt like the AA are gonna let them.
I mean, we could just go.
I don't think they'll let us go.
Can't you just request from the AI, like, you know, do your boss, like, hey, in order for me to make this, can I have this resonance, or a person with this resonance at least, or a blood bag with this resonance?
I don't think that's why I tried the blood bag, but I don't think they keep the resonance, and it's not really worked because I don't think the recipe actually requires a resonant blood. I've kind of been doing some side projects while we've done this just to see what would work. It's taking a lot of my blood though, which is cool. Like I just like lift up his arm and just like dots all over it. Like, did you know that you could use a pebble, like a little nib on a quill, like, you know, to play darts as well? It's been extremely entertaining in between like the study sessions, but I'm pretty sure we're close. I think I'm close to a breakthrough. Maybe I'm not. Maybe that's hopeful thinking.
I have belief. I'm sure you'll get it soon. You know, sometimes if your eyes need a rest, you know, I find if I'm working on something for too long, I start rereading the same thing over and over and I can't like get through to the next step. So maybe you do need like, you know, a mind freshening break. Not a long time, just enough to like stop looking at the book, think about something else, and then when you look at it, you're like, oh yeah, it's that, obviously. Why didn't I think of that before?
That's a good point. It could work.
You know, mind needs to be stimulated for it to like do stuff, right?
I have thought of a cool idea though, and now that I say it as a cool idea, cool is the wrong word. I've thought of an extremely dangerous idea that's crazy risky, likely to get us all killed, but in the long run could have some potential benefits. I think I know how to transcribe using Vitae, like how to tattoo onto our skin. And what we could potentially do is, if we have enough skin, and like you grab the book and be like, I could transcribe the formula onto our skin and we could destroy the book in front of everyone so they know the recipes are gone. But we have the recipes on our skin. So the only way they could get it is by skinning us, which isn't preferential to them stealing the book, but it's an option.
So like Prison Break, where the map's on the tattoos, essentially.
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
I mean, it makes sense, but I don't know if I want them going after us instead of the book.
I'd rather not.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, no, I'm just saying that, like, if in the long run it comes down that, like, they're definitely going to get the book, like, they're going to get it. There's no ifs or buts. If we have the formula tattooed on us and they don't know it, we're going to have to start dressing a bit more conservatively, potentially. But other than that, we still have access to the formula. They don't get access to the book. I just have to spend a lot of uncomfortable time staring at us all naked while I try and think of what the recipes are. Now that I say it, maybe it's preferential we keep it on the book, but it's a really good last option if we have to.
It's a good one to have in the bank. Although I feel like if we're limited in time, because it feels like the kind of situation where if it happens, it's probably going to be like we need to do something now. So I feel like for this plan to work, we might need a bit of, because it's going to take time to tattoo all of us.
It's true.
And then my next question is, do all of us have all of the recipes, or do some have some recipes and some have other recipes? So we like split it up between us.
Yeah, I think the best one would be some recipes, so that way we're all useless unless we're together anyway, so there's no point going after us individually. But you're right. I'll put it in the maybe pile. I've also been trying to figure out what they might be using the fire skin recipe for, and especially the involvement with you, Auntie, I keep coming down to that they're going to try and take out a very powerful kindred. But I know nothing about those, so I haven't been able to really find out anything about that. That's really the kind of the block point I keep hitting. That's what I've been working on, at least.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult for me to work on anything because the things that I work on normally involve me going places and talking to people, which we can't do right now. So there's only so much I've been able to contribute, but yeah. I've just been keeping him out of the mushrooms.
It is at this point that you hear the mechanism kind of turn and the gears kind of unlock. As you hear the subtle footsteps of the old man make his way downstairs. Robert Bartlett appears in front of you all. He wears what seems to be like a little coat that kind of covers the entirety of his body. It's very professional looking, and he wears like some sort of bowler hat. He takes off right now as he gives you all a proper bow. Good to see you all.
It's good to see you, Mr. Bartlett. I hope you're well.
Yes. I hope your stay here was adequate.
We're not dead, so I would say yes, it performed to expectations.
Did you have all of the ingredients necessary, Albert?
I believe so.
And are your formulae ready?
I think I'm ready to put the final touches on there now, so if you would like to be happy to watch and see the finished product.
Very well, he says as he puts his hands around, on his back. He kind of just looks onward towards the chemistry lab. If you'd like to make a final roll here, Cadmus, go ahead and roll your alchemy and your distillation for fire skin. I believe it's a level 3 formula.
Certainly is. What is my roll? Hang on, sorry. Is it possible? I keep forgetting this. Is it possible to rouse the blood for discipline rolls, or does it count as a discipline roll?
What do you mean?
Like for making the distillation roll, if you rouse the blood, do you get any bonus to distillation rolls?
No.
Nah, cool. That makes a lot more sense. Alrighty. So Cadmus probably like pouring everything like.
Well, I mean,
pouring
you
each
mean
step.
like improve your whatever stat you're using. So let's say resolve.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
exactly.
can. You can rouse the
I
blood.
absolutely will.
to-
Yeah, this is very important.
Yeah, you can use your blood to increase whatever stat. But it does cost a rouse check. And you need another rouse check to create the formula.
Yes. Just grabbing my. Yep, cool. Add to the rouse check for the formula as well. Cool. Get myself
Damn.
a little bit snacky.
What hunger are you
And
at?
then I am at 2. With my distillation roll. Have I healed actually as well in my time here? Like, or am I like doing this
If you
work
wanted to,
extremely
you
immediately?
would have healed up. It's been a
Yeah.
couple of nights.
Cool.
Have we like
Um,
drank anything? No.
Yeah, there's bag blood in the fridge. If you guys
Oh,
care to
okay.
check, there's bag blood there. It's all stocked.
The almost assembly does not skim. All right, they almost have all the resources they need. Almost. Alrighty. I will make my roll. So
As he's doing that, Bartlett looks at the both of you. There will come a time when we will require both of your skills.
I was going to willpower reroll just because how important it is, but I don't really. I think there's not enough to really reroll.
Okay. Well, you can willpower reroll one die.
Why not?
you-
You know what? This is an
you want
important
to.
role. I need to impress my boss.
Sure.
Come
What if
on.
it's? You never know if it's a 10. Oh, it's too
alright.
bad.
It's all right. Give it a shot.
With 6 successes, what does this look like, Cadmus, as you succeed in brewing one formula?
I think for like the way it would be working, Cadmus kind of is grabbing all the recipes. So the recipes for fire skin are my own blood, which he's just kind of like swilling around, pouring in while he's reading. Getting a bit of tobacco. So he's probably good. Like I imagine there's just heaps of cigarettes that have been like smoked constantly, and he's just kind of been pulling the tobacco out of them over time.
Looks
and
at
drinking
Auntie.
himself. Yeah. There's some sulfur, and at the end he gets the salamander bone. He's like, so powdered, I think, is the key because it's gonna work with the enzymes. Are gonna break down even. Don't worry, it's gonna work. He kind of just like puts in some of the powdered bone into it, and then just like a puff of smoke. Probably, I guess salamander is like literally elemental fire. So like as he puts the bone in, like a salamander shaped little smoke cloud comes out. It's like it's done. It's gonna work.
You all watch this as Cadmus works his magic with the chemistry table, and you actually see alchemy take place. Bartlett looks stoic as per usual, and he looks towards you, Cadmus, looks towards the little vial that you produced, this liquid, and he nods along. I see. Well, it looks like you've completed only one before we requested. I take it you do not have enough ingredients.
I don't actually. Did that consume all the salamander bone we had? The others are reasonably easy to source. The sulfur is a little bit. You get some weird looks, but yes, you're right. In terms of the actual main part that's holding us back is powdered salamander bone, because the only place it can only be sourced from other red workers.
I figured quite as much. It was a tall ask of us to request 4 of these, but one will do. There is something we must discuss now. And he kind of just gestures for all of you to come huddle. I'm sure you all have a few questions you'd like to ask, and I'd like to answer those before we begin. He looks towards you, Auntie and Munchies.
I mean, I asked most of my questions last time. My next question would be, what is the plan for this vial, and what's our role in it?
You see, one of our forebears did not enjoy the fact that one of ours was taken and, well, disposed of like trash. This S16 group, they need to be taught a lesson, and that is verbatim from someone else. I'm but a simple servant in the grand scheme of this whole machination. So, that is the goal. To dispose of S16.
And that is a goal I'm more than happy to assist with.
Nods along. Looks towards you, Munchies.
Can I have inside check that? Is that his like real plan?
Sure. What's an insight? Okay. With 5 successes, you sense the no ill intention here towards the 3 of you. You sense that he is telling you what was told to him. He is simply relaying the orders or the request, however you want to see it, Ava.
Okay. The only thing I would ask is this going to be is this going to help the Thin Bloods at all?
In the long run, yes. And that's for a few reasons. The first, of course, is to test this formula in action using, and he gestures towards Auntie, her prowess. I'm sure you're more than willing to be fireproof for the evening and go against these crazy gang members. The second is to dispose of them. There are some of your kind that's been actively working against us. And they're only contributing to the degradation of your reputation. The third, of course, is to repossess what they've taken. They have ingredients and other amenities that they've been transporting throughout the Midwest. So as you can see, there's quite a few benefits as to why we want them taken care of.
Okay. Is Mav working with you? Maverick?
Mr. Maverick, yes. Unfortunately, Mr. Maverick didn't make the cut.
Doesn't surprise me. Yeah. His priorities are in very strange places.
His heart's in a good place, Cannons. Or do you prefer to be called Albert?
I don't. Whatever works.
It's okay. That's all the questions I have. As long as this is going to benefit us, the Usborns, then. Okay. What kind of plan is gonna happen? Are we just launching Fire Auntie like a Pokemon at the 16?
We know of their location, and it seems they've grown. They've lessened their numbers as of last night. Unsure of what happened to them. They are weak at the moment. We shall strike while the... How does the saying go? While the iron is hot? Is that how it goes? Yes, I've read it a couple of times, though I'm quite sure my memory escapes me. In any case, we know of their location. And a small group such as yourselves can handle them. At least, the goal is to destroy their hideout.
This formula, does it set me on fire or does it make me fireproof?
He turns to weapon.
So, like, it's both. It's like, in terms of the way it's working, it's based on, like, it's like, from what I can tell, almost as your skin releases the powdered salamander bone and the level of entropy. So you kind of realize he's like, he's losing the crowd. He's like, so, like, you're going to get fire all on your skin, so that, like, you're going to be on fire and the stuff you touch is on fire, but also at the same time, you're also fireproof as well. So if you can get more fire, it would work. But I also think that because of the amount of powdered salamander bone that's going to be flowing through your veins, there's almost definitely 100% chance that the cold is really going to be a problem for you. So avoid all icicle wielding kindred. If you see someone who looks like they're maybe cosplaying as Sub-Zero, they're going to be an issue. But if you're fighting Scorpion, you're going to be fine. Think of yourself as Scorpion. You're the new Scorpion.
Okay,
Scorpion?
got it. Mortal Kombat. Never mind.
Okay.
I get what you mean.
Okay.
Okay, so we're doing this tonight?
What? So what's my role? Are we just going to be throwing Molotovs at the place?
I think we should,
know
like,
of their location, their supply location. What we need is to have them scatter or be disposed of completely. I'm sure you can find this information at that location. If there are any members there, I'm sure you can persuade them to hand over some details.
Got it.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Okay. Weapons. Molotovs. I'm pretty sure there's like a bunch of beers somewhere here.
Considering that weaponry is not available at the moment, he gestures towards the fireskin formula. Do you understand now why I asked for these?
I may have an answer for that as well. In the book, there was a recipe for a formula which, from what I can tell, and I haven't tested it, so it might not work, but that's kind of like a disclaimer that goes with all of these things. Seems to turn a torch to have the same qualities as the sun for a period of time, which could potentially be of assistance.
I don't want to
I mean,
be
not
near
to the same
sun,
strength.
like-
Well, no, but you pointed at someone, so if you just pointed at someone, like,
okay. Yeah.
I'm not saying like the all the light, like it's a torch, not like a light. Like we're not gonna grade, but like
Okay, so like the
to the
UV
same
rays
degree.
of the sun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Can we make that?
Oh,
I
interesting.
can try.
Fascinating. Please, show me this formula.
Alright, I'm gonna need a little bit of help, but I can do it. And so, gather the ingredients for Blacklight Surprise, which Cadmus has learnt. So it's luminol, which hopefully we have access to, which I guess like there's blood dark lights either would. Majority of the rest is either is resonant blood or herbs and hand sanitizer, which no doubt there's a bathroom here, so that's pretty cool. So I will make my rouse check to brew this. All good, and then I will make my distillation roll, which I'm also very excited for. That's the rouse check, which I did that incorrectly. So 2 rouses, why not? Wow, I'm going to willpower reroll because that was real bad.
Only 2 successes. Oof. Yikes.
Is willpower reroll up to 3 or just the 1?
Up to 3 dice.
Cool, yeah.
Whatever you didn't roll as hunger die. Oh wow, way to pull
thank
it back.
God.
5
Thank God.
successes. All right. You successfully produce 1 vial of Blacklight Surprise. And what does it look like? Like, what does this like liquid look like to you, or for us, the audience?
It's like it's glowing blue. It looks like UV light distilled into a liquid, but it's very thick. It's almost like gelatinous. And Cadmus will like turn and show it to Munchies and be like, "So, like, if you pour this onto a torch, like, yeah, and then you point it at them, like, it's not gonna be like the full power of like the fucking sun, but it's gonna do a lot of hurt. And please don't point it at anyone you like, unless Sunny. It shouldn't bother Sunny, but which yeah, I get it. Maybe it's because his name is Sunny. Sorry, distracted. But yeah, it'll do it. So like when we're ready, like pour it onto pour it onto your iPhone if you want to. Just turn the light on. That'd be really funny. Watching a whole bunch of kindred run away fleeing from an iPhone. Don't point it at me though. Unless you want me to, like, are you happy using it?
Oh yeah, sure. I mean,
Cool. All right, we'll pass it over.
I mean, if you'd like, I don't know.
No,
whose
I'm
ace
good.
is better? Like, are you gonna be fine? Like,
I don't know. I've never wielded an iPhone as a weapon, but hey, like we'll find out. You're better at social media than me. It's a social media device. I can only assume that you'll be better at pointing it at people. You've probably
Okay.
taken a lot more videos than I have. But it's probably only gonna last like 2 hours once you put it on there. So
okay, I think 2 hours is enough for us to clean house, and if we find someone,
Yeah.
and we manage to wrangle them, I can try and get information out of this person.
yeah, just point the make sure your iPhone's charged though as well, because if it's not charged, then the light's not gonna work. But yeah,
Always fully charged.
I'm excited.
power bank.
I've never killed a kindred with an iPhone.
Oh, fascinating. He looks at the formula and he just nods along. I'm sure the doctor would be very pleased with this. In any case, are you all prepared? Please
Might
grab
I
your
grab a
things
couple
and
of-
satisfy your your hunger before you leave.
Cadmus will just start loading up stuff. They're like, yep, all good.
Mm-hmm.
Just so.
I mean, if I can, no, never mind. I was gonna say I'm gonna grab some couple of like food, and by food I meant like mushrooms.
Psychobacillin.
Sunny is just like, do I come as well, or do I
Probably not, but that's not
Yeah.
really up to me, so
Yeah, I would maybe advise not unless you're willing to fight full blood vampires. Then no.
Ava, it's your call. If you want me in this mission of yours, looks like it's pretty some serious shit, man. From what I've heard Canvas talk about, this is like official Duskborn business.
Yeah. Well, I really have no idea. I mean, having an extra hand to like shoot at someone might be nice, but at the same time, I don't want you in danger. You know,
I'm all yours if you need me to come, but if this is like your thing, your mission, I
I mean,
can
you
stay.
could probably be the getaway car.
Okay, that works for me.
But if anybody tries to approach the car, please just drive away. That anybody that's not me, Auntie and Cadmus, just drive away. I don't know. So there's some crazy like abilities that some full bloods have, like the glitter proof kind of thing. I don't know what kind of abilities they have. I don't want you in danger.
Okay. Yeah, I'll drive. I'm sober. I'm sober. He says, looking at Auntie, putting his hands up. I promise. I only ate a couple mushrooms tonight. Microdose, microdose. It's fine. It's fine. Auntie, come on, come on, come on. You know me. I'm good. Right, Cadmus? I'm good, right? Right.
I think it's like the main thing that they're going to be going after is that Munchies. They could find out that Munchies was here last, and it would be really important that if they came here looking for Munchies, that we know. So maybe you should guard here to protect Munchies.
What? I thought I was the getaway driver. Auntie, come on.
Auntie will she's not actually going to, but he doesn't know that. She's gonna pretend to suddenly like try and punch him to see how quick his reflexes are.
I need you to roll strength and brawl.
But she's not actually going to, like she's gonna stop before she hits him, but she wants to know if he's ready to be like, whoa! Because if he does, then he's good enough to drive. If he's not, then no.
I would just want to let's just see how well you roll against
Let's
him.
see.
We'll make a secret roll here for the peeps.
Roll.
Damn, that's 6 successes. Actually, fuck it. I'll just roll normally. I don't know how to do secret rolls on roll 20.
The real reason why.
Never mind. Yeah, never mind. Okay. The dice gods have spoken with only 4 successes. Sunny, Auntie, what does this look like?
She kind of casually looks to him, and then suddenly like her arm flies out and she like slaps him upside the head.
Auntie, as you do this, you make contact with him. It's very quick as you launch this non-damage attack towards Sunny. But you notice that the way he moves, the way he dodged it, the way his footing is carefully placed, even though you hit him, perhaps you caught him off guard. Maybe he didn't expect you to actually hit him. But the way he looks at you, the way his stance is right now, it looks like he's done this before. The way he's hopping up and left and right, the way his side stance is, the way his left leg is ready to kick.
I mean, psychopath.
Whoa,
Auntie,
Auntie, what the heck was that?
You'll be
You could have
fine.
warned me if you wanted
I
to
was just
spar.
testing. No, I was just testing your reflexes. You can drive. It's fine.
You'll be fine.
He gives you a side eye. Man,
I thought you would be
Sneaky,
faster.
sneaky. Wow, I didn't expect her to hit me.
Oh, it was a
It's
tap.
Auntie.
You're fine.
It's a love tap.
Not the love tap I'm used to.
I can feel Cadmus rolling his eyes. Oh god, no, he's fine. Honestly, Cadmus is fine.
Now I know
He
it is.
It's not the first rodeo. It's just.
I swear, if you wanted to spar, he kind of he keeps complaining about being being hit, and he's like kind of a little salty about it.
It's okay, babe. Don't. It's okay.
Man,
It's fine. You can
you
just
know,
get
in Taekwondo, in Taekwondo, we have someone sort of do the thing.
Yeah, but this is Auntie. It's like street brawls.
Referee, man. Oh, whatever. You win this time, Auntie P. You win this time. Are you all prepared?
It's just him in the corner, just watching all this.
You can see him subtly shake his head.
Yes, I'm ready to go.
We
The
are
future is
very ready.
doomed.
I'm gonna just take this vial, so I'm ready to go. Obviously, I won't take it until we actually get there to give maximum time usage.
Yeah, grabbing the vial of the torch thing.
Right. Very well. I wish the four of you the best of luck. Here's the address, he says as he hands a note over.
We recognize the address?
If you take a good look at it, maybe Google it as well, you would recognize it to be the place where you all partied at before. The place in the first episode where you met all the other Duskborn.
Interesting. It's that goddamn awful place.
Great.
At least we know where it is, though.
True.
Saving phone battery for pointing it at other kindred.
Looks like they've taken over that spot ever since the party was set up.
They fit it, so they can have it. Well, we are taking.
Can we
now.
see it on like Google Street View? Like, can we get a 360 to see like where the entrances and exits? Maybe we shouldn't all go in through the front. Maybe like one or two of us should go in around the side. I can draw their attention. I'm going to be on fire. And then it would maybe give the two of you more advantage to get round the side when they're not expecting. Less defense if they're all rushing to the front.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So our plan is just to burn everything down, right? It's just
Yes,
clean
including the kindred, I imagine.
clean house. Well, we should keep one of them alive. Just
We'll keep the weakest one alive, the least difficult
one-
one to keep
okay.
contained alive. Yes.
Be careful now. There are other thin bloods on their side. You never know what they're capable of.
Well, I'm
Oh,
excited.
we
We
the
ready to
best
go?
Alchemist. It's fine.
Do you reckon? Yeah, do you reckon that alchemist's there? Probably.
I hope he is, because I really want to punch him in the face. Like, I
Do you have enough far
really,
reach,
really
Cadmus?
want to punch
Are
him
you
in the
fine?
face.
Are you filled up? Yeah. If we find that other like creepy alchemist guy, you better beat him up, okay? You know, from the KB, the one who's like, I'm too cool. To
Yeah,
kill
no.
you."
I just don't think I could beat him up, but I could
Yeah,
definitely
what's
probably
your-
set him on fire, or like we could blacklight surprise him.
Robert raises an eyebrow at the mention of this alchemist.
Yeah,
He
the
doesn't say
kettle
anything.
battle. That was. Do we see him like look I mean, for that reaction, that's him
He's right
basically
there.
being like, well, cool. I'll just be like, yeah, during the testing round, I guess, is the way that would probably be best to describe it. So he poured liquid all over the stage and then electrified it using his own, from what I can tell, bioelectricity stemming from his body, or at least he charged himself up and energized his cells, which is also very interesting that he could do that. And then, but like for the prize, wasn't interested. He kind of just seemed to have some personal vendetta against me, which is, I guess, not surprising. But
it seemed more like he
Hmm.
was showing his skills off to potentially someone. Wasn't interested in the prize, but he was interested in making a scene.
Yes. I am well aware of this individual, his signature, that is. He was part of the assembly. But due to certain circumstances, he left. Unsure as to why.
Would these circumstances, do you think, make him look unfavorably on the Almost Assembly?
Oh, no. I believe he went to pursue personal matters. But, as I said, I have no idea what those matters are. I do not get paid to pry upon individuals who've left the organization.
Wait, you get paid? Do we get paid for this?
I think we have functioned as interns for the purpose of research at the moment, at least. But I mean, also, I guess the resources
Albertus
we've
gets
consumed
paid.
as well.
The two of you, of course, will be soon if, well, everything goes as planned.
Okay, so this is a trial before we become contractors.
That's fine. I just, look, I'm here for the cause. I don't. It's not like I'm only in it for money, but money would be helpful to continue me to be able to function. But it's fine. We can talk about that later. Yeah, I'm ready to go if you guys are ready to go. Also, Cadmus, what are you going to be? I know you're not necessarily physically fighty. Do you have like a gun? Do you have somewhere like how are you going to deal with them?
Far reach thing. Do you have enough vials of that?
I mean, I can.
The one that levitates the thing.
If we got the time, well, I've got pretty much. Cavis will gesture to the labs. He's like, I have about 5 nights of non-stop continual attempts of cooking. At this point, I've cooked pretty much every permutation of everything I know how. My bag can only hold so much, but I mean, I can grab a few vials of things. I'm happy to bring it. There's the far reach. I mean, elevate's probably not going to help that much, really. I could get black light surprise. I can try and cook a little bit more of that quickly. There's enough luminol. I'm easy.
Yeah, but, I just, I don't want you to be caught out without any way to, defend yourself.
You know what? The Cabas will go over and grab a couple of vials and put them in his bag and be like, should be all good. Should not be an issue.
Far reach should be fine. Yeah.
Kind of grab a torch and
my worry is if they got actual humans there that this doesn't work. Black light surprise and all.
That's right. Auntie will be set on fire.
Okay, it'll be fine. Okay, we'll be fine.
Remember, your mission is to destroy the supplies, and if you can avoid fighting, I highly suggest it.
I mean, that could be that could be part we could catch them by surprise. It's black light surprise. If we go in peacefully and then when they have us, and then shebang.
Shakes his head.
And then Auntie's on fire. No one expects spontaneous
to be fair,
combustion.
Thinning their numbers would be also advantageous for us if we can do that.
Yeah, if we find that where the rest the supplies are and Auntie's on fire, she just runs around touching everything.
You're like a fire salamander. Damn.
Wait, do we have any in the supplies here? Do we have any accelerant like gasoline or lighter fluid, anything like that?
I'm sure there are. Yeah, let's go. Like
Okay,
I'm
I'll
grabbing a
grab
couple.
some of that. Yeah, because like if I'm on fire anyway and I'm immune to fire, then you know, might as well take advantage of it. Especially if we want to destroy the supplies quickly. Throw a load of accelerant on there, touch it, boom, job's good.
Infiltrate the dealer or find the supply. I don't know. Sorry, that
I'm the
just
one
came to
who
my mind.
flames. Yeah, if once we have everything, then yeah, ready to go.
All right. So you take a couple of what do you call it? Those little butane cans. A couple of blood bags, I guess. You all get one individually. Put it in your little pack. Cadmus, what sort of brews do you have available?
So what I am able to brew is Far Reach, Elevate, that like have active effects like this. Friends List, which probably would work. Fire Skin, but don't have anywhere near enough ingredients, and Blacklight Surprise if there's enough luminol. So I imagine I'd probably brew. I can carry 3 vials, so I'd probably take 1 Blacklight Surprise and then 2 Far Reach.
Okay, easy enough. Ava, did you cook anything up while you were there, or you were just you
Yeah.
got
If
busy
we're
with?
like using each other as just the resonance bags, I would have tried to cook up the blue state.
Sure. Yeah, you would have been able to make it during the time, the little time skip there. Sure. Let's say you have 1 vial of blue state.
All good, all Gucci. I'm pretty sure I can just feed this to someone and make them upset about something that the other person. I'm not sure. I haven't tried it. I don't want to try it on one of you all. It's very blue.
Okay. As you guys are making your way upstairs, you bid Mr. Bartlett goodbye. Auntie, you receive a call from an
Looks
unknown
down
number.
at phone. Suspicious. Answers the phone, but doesn't say anything.
Auntie, is this you? Priscilla.
Does she recognize the voice?
Yeah, you recognize it to be a female voice. That's part of the Rovers.
Oh.
You recognize it to
yeah.
be Judy's voice.
Okay. Yeah, Judy, it's me. What's going on?
I've been trying to get a hold of you for the past 24 hours.
Well, what's going on?
It's them. It's the fucking S16.
Why? Okay, elaborate. More information, please.
They
What's
hit
happening?
us. They hit us last night. I got lucky with a couple of others. We had to drive away. We were caught in a gunfight, and Warren took Zach, and they got caught in it, and some of us didn't make it back. Warren didn't make it back last night. I was wondering if he's with you.
He's not.
I was to say Zach isn't here either. Fuck, I was supposed to keep my eye on him, but Warren insisted we take him. He was showing him the ropes. What it was like to be part of the ropes. They were going out. They were out on patrol last night, and fuck. I'm sorry. I had to call you.
Okay. We are going to... I think I know where there might be. And I'm going to go and get them back.
Tell me.
She would give her the address of the place we're going. We're going to be hitting it tonight, and we're going to be hitting it loud. But if
Okay,
they're in
just
there,
give me
I'll
a time.
find them.
Just give me a time. I'll back you up. I'll be there.
Now. We're going now.
What? She says, looking a little on the other end of the line. We can see Judy seemingly still patching herself up, or kind of replacing the bandages that she's wrapped around her arm. Looks like there's a bit of blood. Uh, okay, I'll try to be there as soon as possible. I just gotta patch up a couple of the others. Gotta replace the bandages and stuff.
Okay, do what you need to do.
Fuck. We lost White and Brown. Fine. Yeah. It's fine. I'll be there. She says as she hangs up.
Hangs up. So it seems like S16 hit them, and they might have Warren and Zach. What's left of the rovers are going to try and hit the same place we are. I've told them where it is, so hopefully we'll have backup. Although I don't know that they're going to get there before we do.
Probably a good thing if they don't.
I wasn't going to tell her, but she had the sound of someone that wasn't going to let it go. So if they're intent on doing something, they can at least try and be helpful.
So Warren and Zach are both taken by S16.
I don't know for sure, but they said that they took Zach. They were out on patrol. They got hit by S16. I think some of them died. And Warren and Zach didn't make it back to, I guess, the rendezvous point. So they're either likely captured by S16. Probably trying to get information out of them or use them as leverage to get us there.
I'll say that if they've been taken by them, then they're probably at least some degree of safety because they want to trade them for something.
They may have wanted some of the rovers to escape so that they would call us, tell us what had happened, and we'd go and rescue them. So it's likely they know we're coming. So they're going to be prepared.
Okay. All right. Let's stick to the plan. But let's add that extra to that, which is to find Zach and Warren. Auntie, are you still fine with being the distraction?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, should I make a frenzy roll? Because you just found out that her ex and her son got kidnapped by murderous vampires.
Yeah, absolutely. If at the very least you face a compulsion.
Mm-hmm.
But
I really hope it's the violence one. Okay.
okay, let's see that frenzy check.
Mm-hmm. Just filling out all the things.
Your DC is actually 3, but with 5 successes, you feel your beast kind of bubble inside of you. You feel it scratching and clawing the moment you start processing what just happened. The rovers, who your ex-husband and your son were a part of, and you by extension as well. Them being hurt, and you piecing together that they might be trying to get to you and the book itself. You realize that you brought this upon them. Your beast claws up, trying to spill out of your mouth, trying to take control. Your fangs elongate, it tells you in your mind, we're gonna kill them all. Every single one of them. We're gonna rip their heads off. But
save it till we get there.
You must assert control of it. And you remain yourself on TP. For now, that is.
Let's go. And I imagine you guys have seen it before, as that she's manage to contain the rage bubbling up, but don't know if it's going to be the same when she gets there and potentially sees what's been done to them. She might have to deal with this again. But for now, she's pulled her shit together.
Okay. Is there any important conversation going on while you guys are in the vehicle, or no? Okay, cool. Then we're just gonna fast forward a little bit as there's a lot of things that are gonna happen tonight. Looks like. So we fast forward and you guys make it to Gary, Indiana, the same spot where you guys first partied, when you first met all the other Duskborn. From the outside, it looks like a regular old sort of abandoned factory or abandoned building that has seen better days. Three of you, or rather 4 of you, step out of the vehicle, and as mentioned, there is this feeling of dread that immediately kind of looms over you. I need the 4 of you, or the 3 of you, to make a wits and awareness check.
I see everything.
Dude, that's 2 of us. Did great.
My God. What the hell? Okay, so Munchies, that's 4 successes on a crit. Cadmus, that's 6 successes on a crit. And on CP, those 3 successes. Okay, you approach this old industrial building. You can see the creaky creaky metal that's kind of hanging off of the roof, and the piping is all kind of rattling and whatnot. There's a dim light inside, and there's a slight movement coming from the shadows, or like, it's almost like someone's pacing back and forth through the tinted windows. There's a few vehicles that are parked out front of the building itself, and you can see that there is an individual or 2 seemingly just smoking outside. They have what looks like bandanas wrapped around their foreheads, and they all have a similar jersey that they wear. You guys seemingly just approach them, or what do we see you guys doing?
In the car, I would think Auntie would turn to Munchies and say, do we want to try and charm our way in, or are we just going loud? Because if we're charming, I can't.
I think, like, if we assume they don't know what we can do, like, then maybe we might get an idea of where the supplies are, which I think is probably at times like a key thing. I'd rather know where they are, we set them on fire and we get out, and maybe we can go start focusing on some other things, as opposed to trying to tear the whole building apart as much as possible.
Maybe if they do know or suspect that we know what happened, maybe we can just say that we're there to negotiate for their release, still get us inside. Hopefully we can try and have a look around, and then worst case we just pop off, as it were.
So cover stories, trying to negotiate. That's why we're here.
If they question
I don't know what the
us,
alchemist can do.
I don't know what he can do. I don't know who is here, but if we do it going through the front door kind of way, then it means all elements of surprise is gone. That other option is just to sneak around the back, if there is a back. I don't know. But
I mean, you can sneak. I mean, I can try, but I'm not very sneaky.
Okay, let's just go the diplomatic way first. If they even know the word. Okay. Shit, I'm gonna have so many guns pointed at me. Let's go. I'll head this.
And before you leave, you feel arms around you as Sunny gonna just hugs you in this moment tightly. You sure you don't want me to come with you?
I don't. I'd love for you to come, but I don't know what the full bloods can do. I there's so many variables that could go wrong, and I'd rather have what um we already have Warren and Zach in there, and then if you're also taken, I don't know what I'll do.
He dejectedly lets go of you. He looks down on the ground where he has a determined look in his face. Just if you need anything, just yell out my name, okay?
Okay.
If things go sideways, I'm here.
I'm like, I'll touch his face and say, I know. I know. But I'd rather have someone outside keeping an eye just in case they have backups. Because for some fucking reason, they always have backups. You know this.
Keep an eye out. Okay, I'll be lookout.
Thanks. Oh,
You guys be safe, okay?
we'll be. We will be safe. Okay. Bye. I'll see you later, babe. Love you. And then give him like a peck and then just turn around. Okay. Let's walk into the lion's den. It goes. We can do this. Fuck, man.
Okay, so I imagine Ava leads the way there, and Auntie and Cadmus just follow behind, or do you guys walk side by side? How do you guys approach these gangsters?
I think we should approach side by side because if we have one of us walk forward, they're going to see it as a leadership presence and then target everything on them. We need to be unified.
Okay. The unsuspecting individual turn towards the three of you as they finish their smoke, as they kind of just get a little surprised by your arrival. Like, oh shit.
Turn on all.
Okay. As you activate your preternatural presence, their eyes are drawn towards you, and one of them has a glint in their eye as he kind of looks. Hey, you look really familiar.
I'm sure I am. Oh yeah, we were just about to negotiate actually. I've forgot his name, but somebody has some of our people and told us to come here essentially. You wouldn't
What?
happen to know, right? Like,
What? No, we didn't expect anyone to come, he says with a kind of a shy smile. And he looks at you up and down and looks Auntie up and down, looks Cadmus up and down. I mean, we're always looking for company. um uh sure, yeah, but I'm sure Rick wouldn't mind some company.
oh, I see. Rick's here?
Yeah.
Interesting. That's very, very good. Do you know who else is here? Aside from Rick, obviously.
No. Well, we're just, we're kind of just looking out here. I think Rick just dropped by, to get some stuff. Yeah. Come on, we'll let you guys in.
But wait, like you said you're just grabbing some things and stuff. You didn't park too far, did you? Like, maybe later on we can do some other things.
You see him kind of this Asian American man kind of just blush at in this moment as I just say, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so where did you park?
Just around the corner over there. Yeah, let's go inside. And he takes you all, in towards what you guys have been here before. You follow the same sort of passageway that goes up an industrial railing and then inside towards where the interiors of the industrial building is. You can hear a couple of people speaking inside, and there's a little bit of music, like some rock and roll going on right now. A couple of people cheering here and there, but eventually this dude takes you in and you see the place as it once was, but except that it's not filled with different communities or different groups of thin blood. It's just members of the S16. You can tell they're members because they all have seemingly matching attires, like jerseys that have a logo of the S16 on them. And as you look around with those, how many successes, Cadmus? For those 6 successes, you can immediately tell up on the balcony, there's a half-naked individual, very skinny, with red hair, kind of just looking out towards the buildings outside as he takes a swig from whatever he's drinking. The bottle, rather.
We'll say I'm guessing we all know who that is.
Yeah, if you point that out, Munchies will make a face at Auntie.
Yeah. Doesn't really like the fact that, despite him being half naked, it's not that weird, but it seems like that seems a little bit crazy even for him. I wonder if there's a timeline that he's supposed to be delivering some of these things. He's getting a little bit frazzled.
Most likely, shipments like this usually have a certain amount of window that you have to deliver it. So everything has to go according to plan, and if you throw a wrench into it, you
Do
get
we
a little
see
bit upset.
Do we see any other rooms or anywhere that Zach or Warren might be being kept or anything like that as well? That's what Auntie's kind of trying to scope out as we're walking through.
Yeah. With those 3 and 4 successes, actually, with those 3 and 4 successes, you guys have been here before, and you know that there's no hidden areas here or anything. Everything is just bare bones, just pillars. There's no doors or anything, as this place has been broken down. The only door that exists is where you came from. There's no secret rooms or anything, so you can clearly tell that they don't keep prisoners here.
Do we see supplies and stuff stacked
Oh yeah,
around?
there's boxes in the center of the room, and you can see that there's a crate where Rick is, and that's where he's getting the drinks from.
Munchies will let Auntie go forward from this point on.
Yeah, Auntie, she looks
at
Munchies with a smile that says, "I'm so happy Rick's here. I'm so happy he's
Can you
here."
at least slap him?
Rick.
Weird,
One of the dude that took you in, kind of calls out to Rick, and as Rick kind of turns, his eyes widen, and he smiles. Well, look at that. I wished and you came. Woo! Man, you really can't get enough of Crazy Rick, can't ya?
Honestly, Rick, you are just the person I want to see right now. I've never been so happy to see you.
Oh, I could say the same. No, I wasn't expecting to see you so soon, but looks like there is such a thing as fate. We are destined to be together, aren't we, Ava?
Of course.
Whoa, slow down. No need to get so. Then he gestures for the guy to stop coming in his direction. And he kind of just stops, and the three of you also kind of are stopped midway. You see the other individuals, the other members of S16 are just looking down at you, all suspiciously. Some of them are getting their weaponry ready and whatnot, while others are kind of having this amused look upon their faces.
Can I immediately see if there's anywhere I could suddenly just jump and hide behind the moment Auntie goes ham?
Like Cadmus will kind of like, Munchies, why don't you celebrate seeing Rick again by the two of you taking a photo together on your iPhone using the I'm sure he's missed you.
Yeah, Munch. Really? That's okay.
Really? You want to take a photo now? And you can tell Auntie's like she understands what you're doing, but she's trying to make it look like, because if she is like, yeah, you should take a pic, it's gonna look obvious that something's sus. She's trying to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, we're showdowning here. What the fuck are you doing? Trying to help with like the subterfuge roll.
I need to make you one of you. I need to have one of you roll manipulation and performance or subterfuge.
Yeah, that would be me.
Did she get a +1 from me helping?
Should get a -1. I'm just kidding. Yeah, +1.
Subterfuge and manipulation, you say? I don't think good looks will appear.
Not in this situation.
No, not in this situation. Okay, I'll willpower as well.
You may re-roll 2 dice. 4 successes. Let me make a contested roll here for please, Rick. Doesn't have much insight. What the fuck?
Charmed.
Damn.
Charmed.
Okay, he rolled 2 successes. Okay. He kind of tilts his head a little bit as he looks towards 3 of you. Now that's kind of weird, but maybe I'll entertain the idea. After all, you're my favorite little group of Duskborn.
And you are my favorite Crazy Rick.
You just kind of look up at him, and he's pacing back and forth, kind of just looking at all of you, and he's just drinking.
Can I smell what he's drinking? Like with the blood, my bloodhound?
You guys are kind of far, but
Cool.
there is a red tint to the bottle. Okay.
And I'd imagine we already prepared in the car for everything, right? So we just need to activate this thing. Oh my god, Cadmus, I hope your fucking vial works.
Oh, it works.
Now hold on before we take this photo. I'm not quite sure. Well, I have an idea as to why you're here, but let me hear it.
Well, this is Auntie's purview, but we'd like to discuss negotiating because you have 2 of her people.
Sure. Yeah, I am a rational and reasonable man. Actually, now that you bring it up, that wasn't really my call. You see, my colleague, Gabe, If you can't tell, he's not here. I'll let you in on a little something for free. He and I don't exactly see eye to eye. You know why?
Tell.
Because he's a little goody two-shoes when it comes to following orders. I told him it was a bad idea to hit the rovers, because you three will come sniffing. But didn't listen. Didn't wait patiently for you all to turn up. I just set up a trap or some shit. And guess what happened? Nothing. Nothing happened. They didn't get the book. They didn't get the three of you. We only got, what, two dudes? Who seem to be, I don't know, related to Sasquatch over there.
I see. And then turn to Auntie, like Munchies will turn to Auntie. Yes. And what would it take for you to release those two Sasquatch related people?
Remember that night we spent together, Ava?
Sure.
The funny thing is that if you had just stayed put and kept your mouth shut, I wouldn't have looked twice. Astrop is just a pretty girl. But something about the way you were so confident in yourself made me more curious. Looked at a few channels, made the right calls, and, well, as luck would have it, I didn't just find a shiny rock that's rough around the edges. I found a goddamn diamond mine. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let me see where those hands are. He points towards Cadmus and Auntie. I like to think of myself as I said, a smart individual. You see, Gabe and the higher-ups, they want you all to themselves. They said, fuck the book, right? Well, Crazy Rick doesn't get a fucking pushing fucking product. Getting real tired of this hierarchy bullshit. So I'll tell you what. I'll leave the rest of the burners for you. You put them out. Walk away. Won't see them again. They have your kid, Priscilla. And your... whatever the fuck he is to you. Muscle Man. How about it? Two birds, one stone.
So you're offering to help us get them back?
Damn straight. Why the fuck do you think I'm drinking these, whatever this is? Huh? This fucking shit product. I was supposed to deliver him. But I figured, why not just kick it with the boys? I ain't getting paid for shit anyway. Might as well start my own crew.
True. Sounds like a reasonable deal.
He just nods.
Can't be that easy, Ricky. What's the catch? What's the deal? What do you want?
You know my original offer to the fucking Sunburners were? You know what I offered them? You on a silver platter. Now I get credit for it. But no, they wanted it all to themselves. They didn't even give a fucking shit about what I had to say, what my plan was. So now you can imagine I'm a little pissed off about our partnership. You're right. It's a little too good to be true, but trust me on this. I want out.
Can I insight check this?
Yeah, the three of you can go roll wits and ins. All right, so that's 4 successes for Munchies, 4 for Auntie, and, well, 1 for Cadmus. Cadmus, you've been highly suspicious of him. You think he's a dickhead, and you don't really give a shit what he has to say. You came here to do a mission from the instructed by the Almost Assembly, and you gotta prove yourself to them. Munchies and Priscilla, you know there's a slight bit of something, like he's hiding a little bit here, but he means what he says. He wants out of the S16. You can tell that he's worked hard, whatever that means, for this group, but he never got any benefits from it. He doesn't even get paid.
That's why you stick with your own people, Ricky. We're not going to screw you over by not paying you.
Oh, I'm not looking for payment here. From you, at least. Ava Cheng. Now, I'll give you their location. Your boys are there, Priscilla. And they're in one piece, I can assure you. We hit them both at the same time. I walk away. You look away when I walk away. Not like you have a choice. And we burn them down. Funny that their name's Sunburners. Who the fuck came with that nickname anyway?
And I assume Auntie understands that Sunburners are S16, right? Yeah, okay. You know what, Rick? That's the first thing you've said that makes me genuinely happy. Sure, I'll let you walk away. You're not my concern. So yeah.
Temporary truce it is. Oh,
let's fuck them over together.
Is this their shit supplies or is this your supplies?
Let's just say that I've been stealing from them. Shipments that have gone missing. Why? You interested in buying?
Oh no, I have a different plan for this. You know, if you want high quality stuff, we have offered before. This is Cadmus, what do you think?
I mean, we offered it last time in good faith as well, and instead you tried to take us on some random truck ride without forms of payment and kind of backstabbed us. So
I offered you a job because I was going to start my own crew, Cadmus. Didn't you understand that?
Yeah, but you didn't really tell us where it was located or anything like that. It was more of a hop in the truck. Don't worry.
And you didn't give me a call. I was happy to discuss it over the phone, but you decided not to call. We got worried, and well, looks like you guys were never going to come anyway. That's why we paid your home a visit.
Right. You're right. So, if only we'd called you on the phone, none of this would have happened. We could have had such a successful business relationship, and at no point any of this would have gone wrong.
Well, if you had only just given us the book in the first place. Say, where is that book?
Let's stay on topic, shall we? If we're going to do business together, I trust that right now you want to give a good enough fuck you to them that, like Munchie says, we can have a temporary alliance. I assume you are going to use these supplies and they aren't going to be going back to them, so looks back to Cadis and Munchies. That's kind of what we want. It means they don't get the supplies, which is good enough for me.
Call it a capital investment by them to us. Except they'll never get anything back.
Hey, it's your call, Cadmus.
I mean, I'm the chef here. I'm happy to cook for. It's like the Hippocratic Oath. It's, I don't really care who I'm cooking for. Cooking's what I do. But I'm happy to offer it. But I feel like we're gonna need a pretty hefty apology. We're gonna need to I'd like to see just so we know that we're all good and we can move on. I'd like to see I'd like a recorded apology from Rick here, just saying I'm sorry for busting up your house. That's fair, right?
He just raises an eyebrow.
I mean, my forehead's still growing back, I'm pretty sure.
And you have the fucking book that they want. I say it's even.
Then I still would like to hear I'm sorry for busting up your house. I mean, I'm sorry that you don't have the book. I'm very sorry to hear that you don't have the book. I mean,
fuck the
I have
book.
the book.
Okay, let's just keep on topic. Let's hit them now, if possible. You know where they are.
Of course, I know where they are.
Okay, so let's do it. If you tell us where they are, I've got some other reinforcements I can redirect.
The rest of your gang members, your bikers, they roughed up a couple of my boys, but that's fine. We'll let bygones be bygones, huh? He says as he throws you like this little piece of paper. And you just catch it, and there's an address there.
All right. Be ready to go?
You go on ahead.
Alrighty. I was kind of like Shaggy's vials are still there. I'd be like,
There.
Oh, and one more thing. They got their name. Well, I should have led with this earlier. Rumors say that they got their name because of what they do to their own selves when they get a little angsty. Never seen it myself, though.
Thanks for the tip.
very
That's
strange.
great. We're going to be thrown as the distraction.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. This sounds like a solar minefield we're about to walk into, and he is marching us across it.
Hey, we're in the same boat now, Cadmus.
Yet you're making us go first. That's all right. That's okay. That's totally fine.
Or hit him from the back, don't worry. I give you my word, Munchkin.
Okay, Ricky. Right, let's go. There's no business for us anymore here. Plans
See you
changed.
there. It's a date.
Music to my ears. And the three of you, the three of you walk out and make your way back to the car. You look at Sunny, like he's like outside and he's just constantly just looking at the building itself, and you can see that he's very very anxious as the beads of sweat are like kind of pouring down his forehead, and he's like he cannot stop shaking his leg before he sees you, and he goes, "Oh shit! Did you do it? Is it done? There's no fire. I
Otherwise,
thought you were
yeah, the building would be on fire. Change of plans.
what?"
We're going here, and she would like show him the address.
What is this?
They're keeping Warren and Zach in another building, and the other psychopath I was telling you about, second person, he's now wanting to cut himself out and wants out of this organization, like S16, S19 group, Sunburners, yeah, whatever. He wants out and he cut the deal.
Wait. So you guys managed to make him turn sides?
No, he's already turning sides.
He was already wanted to. Much as I would love to put my fist through his chest, I recognize that if he's looking to switch sides, he knows where they're being kept. Yes, it would be very satisfying to kill him and burn that place to the ground, but I still wouldn't know where they are. And this way, we have backup. We're removing resources from S16 because, well, Rick's removing himself. The supplies are being removed from them, so technically we did what we were asked. They're no longer in S16's supplies. Rick's out of our hair, and we get what we want.
I am just a little bit worried though. What does he mean by serving me to S16 in a silver platter?
Well, I imagine that he was going to give you and potentially the rest of us up. I don't know what his plan was. Maybe we can ask him, but seeing as we have a truce right now, we have a way to get this done, I think that's what we need to focus on.
Let's focus on getting those two out and burning this fucking group to the ground.
I need to call Jude back because otherwise she's going to come here with the boys and start a fight with Rick. And she'll like call her.
Without, the first ring doesn't even finish before she picks up like,
Rick.
Auntie, is that you? Auntie, what's going on? Are you okay?
So yeah, everything's fine. Turns out they're not at this address. We've cut a deal. So we're going to have more reinforcements.
What?
Look, you don't need to know the details. The point is, I found out where they're actually being kept, and she'll give the new address. This is where they're being kept. There's a load of really powerful people there, but we're also riding with more backup now, assuming they don't screw us over. So this is where you need to be. Don't panic if you can't get there right now. We're going to have more reinforcements. We're locked and loaded, ready to go. If nothing else, I will make sure that Warren and Zach get out of there. Okay, you have my word.
Okay. Fuck. Okay. All right then. We'll meet you there.
Yeah.
And she hangs up.
I don't understand. Like, I'd assume this whole conversation's gonna happen in the car or on the way there.
Yeah, it all happens while you guys are, driving already.
I don't understand why Rick. So they got their nickname Sunburners. Does that mean that they're full blood so because they burn in the sun, or is it like It's what they do to themselves, is what he said.
Is it like a scarification ritual, potentially? Like that it's part of a rite of passage, is exposing yourself to the UV rays? Which, if that's the case, then the blacklight surprise probably isn't going to do that much to them overall.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
If I'm sitting on the front and like passenger seat, I'm gonna open the glove box and then like pretty sure there's weapons in there. But let me open it, see what's in there.
Sure. As you open it up, there's nothing there. It's just a bunch of paperwork, some booklets, some car registration, and some food. Like, what do you call it? Slim Jims.
Oh damn, I'm taking that. Start eating it, like opening it and then eating it, going like, really? I think I mentioned this before, but you really need to keep weapons in your glove compartment.
Yeah, no, that's not how I roll.
Okay, well, if this black light surprise doesn't work, I'm just gonna be.
I am the weapon.
Okay, well, I'll just bring you along then.
Have you seen these guns?
That's great. I can throw you at them and use you as a weapon. Or maybe you wield you, like hold you by the ankles and like swing you like a baseball bat.
Auntie, please.
Someone did say I have very sharp arms.
I kind of don't want the visual of having my boyfriend swung around like a weapon. Thank you, but I think we might.
Maybe you should just stay with driving the car and being on lookout.
That's a very good idea.
No, I might ask him to come with me inside this time. This sounds big. Is S16. We don't know how many they are, and we need all hands on deck.
Okay.
So you guys drive down, actually, deeper into the rusted jungle that is Gary. Abandoned buildings, abandoned complexes, and the decrepit state of whatever this place used to be. You all would know that Gary, Indiana, used to be the central hub for like industrial commerce back in the day, but in modern nights, it is in a total state of disrepair. After about 10-15 minutes of driving, you make it to the location. It looks almost like the industrial building where you guys were at, but this time it's more in a solid sort of factory state. It's tall. There's about 4 floors, you reckon, and you can see that there's like this massive pipe that kind of blows out smoke up above. There's a few vehicles that are parked right outside, kind of line the sides of this industrial building, and you can see that there's quite a few individuals just outside, maybe perhaps as lookouts or maybe just conversing amongst each other. They all sport the same attire as well. Black and white jerseys that say S16 on the back.
While we're still in the car, Auntie would say, I think we still use the same approach. If you can try and convince them that we know that we're too weak to fight them and we just want to negotiate getting our people back. If we can at least get inside, get some kind of scope of the place, figure out where Warren and Zach might be before we go loud, rather than trying to fight our way in from the front, is going to be a lot harder.
There is the potential as well, like we could find out what they really want. Like, I mean, like it's not like we have to honor the deal with Rick. Like, as long as we get what we want, make sure they're safe.
But at the same time, taking down S16 is going to help with the almost assembly. I'd like to
It's
just
a good
call
point.
them the AA batteries.
That's you're almost there. As I say, that's fine. The battery's part I don't know if they're be really on board for, but the AA I think is fine.
Okay.
Alex Anonymous?
Don't ask. It's for a really cool sounding organization. You have a really lame. Okay, never mind.
What if our so we can refer to them, if people don't know what we're referring to them, we could call them the Battery Boys.
The
AA,
Sounds like a
batteries,
really
batteries,
yeah.
the
bad-
Battery Boys.
That
Yeah, but no one will know what
sounds
we're talking
wrong.
about, is my point. But then we'll know
That's
what we're
true.
talking about.
Just
Yeah,
if
we
we
can
say
call them the
AA,
Battery Boys.
we're gonna get weird looks. No.
Yeah. Well, also you could. That is just the letter of each word. Like you could figure that out. Whereas the Battery Boys does also sounds like the Backstreet Boys. So it's harder to decipher. I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
So they went from a secret Duskborn organization to a pop band.
Yep. That's how you obfuscate things. Okay.
Okay.
Just spilling the vial thing on the phone. Preparing for this thing. The flashlight on the phone is enough for this, right? Or do I need like a bigger? Is there like a torch in this car? For sure, there's a torch. Everyone needs an emergency torch. Is there a torch in the car? Did I see any like flashlights?
Sure, like not an like industrial type one, but it's like a small torch, yeah.
Which has a bigger range?
Probably the torch. I don't think the iPhone light is going to be that good.
Okay.
Whereas the torch will give you a more focused beam, I feel like.
Absolutely. And I think we're gonna have to really hit them hard if they're the sort of things that burn themselves for fun anyway.
I'd like something just in case, and then just smear the thing on the torch, and then Okay. Play it cool, guys. Play it cool. Let's go.
Okay. So you take the same approach as with Rick's crew. You move forward, across the street, and you see these individuals. What do you do?
Oh, no. Oh, fuck. What if it's Gab? Is it Gabe? Gab? The person that's the full blood. I don't think mine.
Gabe, yeah.
The Gabe, that person. I don't think my presence should be out because we don't know how many full blood there are.
Yeah, I think we should take the backseat approach here.
We need to keep our disciplines as Okay, so we're just weak. We're very weak. Approach normally. We're approaching normally. No, like raising our hands as
We approach normally, she says. In front of them, we're approaching you
Don't be
normally.
suspicious. Don't
Don't
be
be
suspicious.
No, we're like walking normally. Like,
Maybe we're all really high.
You muted
You
yourself.
muted yourself by accident again. Damn it, Canvas. Nope.
Yeah?
Yeah, but it's very low.
That's weird. Alright, maybe I've mixed up. Ignore me for now,
Oh,
and I'll fix my microphone.
There we go.
That works.
It works now.
Sorry, mid dropped. Let's say we're just walking out going, we're not using disciplines, we're gonna appear
We are
weak, and
not
we're
gonna
going to
say
trick
that out
them.
loud. We're not saying that out loud. We're just going, Munchies will approach with Auntie, Cadmus, and Sunny. But the moment they try to grab onto any weapon, Munchies will raise her hands.
He just nods. Hey, what the hell is this? This Latino individual kind of just looks at four of you.
We're here to negotiate because you have some of our people.
Hey, Gabe said we never. Gabe didn't say we didn't. We had a guest tonight. Who the fuck are you?
Can I see if they're like breathing, like sweating or anything?
Yeah, the Latino in front of you. He seems like his bandana is soaked.
And the other guy?
He just like he looks like he's just chilling, smoking.
Damn. Okay. Fuck it. I'll just use all.
Okay, you activate your preternatural senses or preternatural presence, and you draw the attention of these individuals as they look at you, and his demeanor immediately shifts. But you're more than welcome to party with us.
I mean, I would love to. While my people here do some business, we can probably just do the more fun stuff.
Oh yeah, what kind of fun stuff? Because I got a couple ideas on my own of my own.
Probably sex.
Yes, thank you, Auntie. No.
I will. I mean, I wouldn't turn down a. He looks at you up and down, Monty. Auntie.
Of
I
course you
mean,
wouldn't.
I mean,
I'm strong and hot. Of course you wouldn't turn me down.
this was a little spicy. I'm sure the good old father would appreciate this one.
Well, can we come in and meet him?
Oh yeah, you can. And he just nods while the other guy just elbows him and says, "Oh yeah, come this way."
Munchies will turn like her head towards like the rest of the group, rolling her eyes so hard.
Okay, so as you guys make your way inside, past the metal railing and whatnot, you would see a few individuals seemingly just look in your direction. You can tell there's quite a few of them. You can tell that some of them are definitely human, with the way they're kind of huddled up, and the way some of them have their like shirts off, not shirts, but rather they don't have jackets on. It looks like they're sweating. Some of them are really red, while others are kind of have their eyes rolled back. Some of them are like sitting down on the ground, tripping balls, from what you can tell. But eventually, you are taken into the interiors of this industrial warehouse, this industrial factory. The scent of ash and sulfur immediately hit your noses as you walk closer, and as you walk to the insides of this place. Eventually, as I said, come across this very large sort of opening, and you can tell that there's a couple of people just standing there. There's tables, there's chairs kind of laid out around this area. To the far side, there is a raised platform, and you can see a few individuals there. The first is a Caucasian man, dressed with all tattoos and whatnot, all across his body, and he wears the jersey, of course. And he seems to be in sort of a discussion with an individual next to him. Gabe is talking to this person. He is an older gentleman, graying hairs. He's got scars kind of spread across his face. It looks like his left eye is like really fucked up. And he wears sort of a robe that's kind of tattered up as well, as brown robe. And he's barefoot at the moment. Next to him is a woman that is, unlike him, very, very good looking. She looks to be put together, and she wears like a purple, like deep purple dress. She looks like she does not belong in this scene. But the three of you approach. guys say
Me,
anything?
like,
Oh, go ahead.
Auntie's like eyes are on a swivel. Like, what's the layout of the place?
Mhm.
Is there any way? Like, obviously, you know, does she see Zach or Warren? But more likely, like, are there other rooms where they could be being held? Like that kind of thing.
You could roll a wits and investigation here if you'd like, because you're specifically looking for like rooms or hidden spots here that where they could keep prisoners. With only one success, you don't know. You have no idea. You look up towards the catwalks around. No, you don't feel like there's any rooms that are nearby. You look towards the signs here where there's industrial sort of equipment. You have no idea. Auntie P, your heart sinks in this moment as you might have been. You feel like you've been tricked by Rick.
Okay. Can I see where Gabe is?
Yeah, he's up on the platform. There's the raised platform with those two other individuals. The older gentleman with the graying hairs and the brown robe, and the woman with long dark hair. And she looks very, very pretty. But she looks to be a little older as well. As I said, she's wearing a deep purple robe
Okay.
or dress
Approach
rather.
loudly, I guess, just to have them like catch their attention.
Look what we have here, the old man says.
Good evening. We are just here to barter a deal.
Hey, I know these fools. I forgot your names, but Rick was talking about you fools. I'm guessing you're here for your to fetch your boys.
Yeah.
Squealed real hard when we started breaking their bones one by one to tell us where you thought were. But hey, my plan worked. You guys walked right in to where we expected you to be. I fucking told Rick this was gonna happen.
I think I need to make another frenzy check at that, hearing that they've been tortured.
Yep. Go ahead and roll a frenzy check. Now, because you have the Bruja Bane, you would receive a -1 to these rolls. So you crit again? Jesus Christ, you feel that beast once again trying to break out of your skin, Auntie P. This monster inside of you telling you, I'm going to rip them apart. I'm going to kill them all. But you muster control. You keep and maintain your cool head. It's not the time for you to let it out.
What do you want in exchange for them boys?
Book. Give me the book.
Is that Salvi talking, the older guy?
Yeah. Whoa. We should probably introduce ourselves first, Father. It's only proper to do so, right? This is what your teachings are. And he simply nods. Forgive me. I am Father Salvi. The woman kind of speaks up. Amethyst. And as you know, I'm Gabe. Give us the book.
Pleasure. Are we not
And-
allowing us to introduce ourselves as well?
Yeah, Father, getting a little ahead of yourself. He looks annoyed at this as he clicks his tongue.
Pleasure to meet you. I am Priscilla Lester. Looks to the others.
Okay, so it's a pleasure. Really? You have to, like, Munchies will give a look at Auntie, like, really? Full name?
She looks at you to say you don't have to, but she has that look in her eye where she wants these people to know who she is before she kills them. Like, you can tell there's like barely contained rage right now. So, but you know, like, you're not in, like, you don't have to do the same. But you can tell she's in a mood right now. She's got a bit of tood going on.
I'm Avarice. It's a pleasure to meet y'all.
I'm Cadmus, and it's not like this. I mean, I'm appreciating the chance to speak to you, Salvi and Amethyst. You seem reasonably intelligent. Gabe, I think you're a fucking idiot, but the other two,
Munchies
I'm
is gonna
genuinely
elbow
interested.
fucking Cadmus.
So let the adults talk, Gabe. All right, the people who have actually know what the book's worth. Sit down.
Can I wits awareness? Who is Cadmus pissing off at this moment?
Yeah, I mean, wits and insight, actually. As you say those words, Cadmus, Gabe furrows his brows and he kind of balls his fist up a little bit as you see him just looking straight at you. With 3 successes, Munchies, you can tell that other people are like up in the catwalks are kind of just laughing at Gabe being made fun of directly to his face. You can tell that Salvi and Amethyst don't really give a shit about what Cadmus is saying. They look very stoic. Gabe is obviously pissed off. Salvi raises his one finger as he says, "Well, pleasure to meet your acquaintance. Yes, let the adults speak. Do you know of the value of what you have, Cadmus?"
Value is a variable term. Some will find some things in it more valuable than others. Is there something specific in the book that you're looking for, potentially? Because there's a lot of it that's very beginner level things, and there's definitely some advanced things in it as well.
Then I'm sure you know what we are seeking.
I can hazard a guess, but I absolutely abhor guessing. I'd much rather you hear it from me yourself.
The recipe, Cadmus.
And even if you have the recipe, do you have the ability to distill it yourself?
Whether we have the ability to create it or not is none of your concern.
Look at Amethyst, look at Gabe. Because even with the book, it takes an extremely advanced understanding of alchemical technique and approach in order to be able to decipher the ingredients, let alone the actual distillation method. So without those, the books really isn't worth that much to you yet, but it could be worth it to you if you had such a resource available.
He looks towards Amethyst and Gabrielle. And he looks back towards the three of you. Are you saying you can create this yourself, Cadmus?
Not yet, but with time, so not a very small amount of time, but my efforts right now are entirely focused on the book and mastering what it contains in it. And
Then you do not
arrogant.
possess the resources as well.
The resource? No, definitely not. But the ability? Absolutely.
Then what is this recipe good to you if you cannot procure the resources nor the ability to do so?
Well, right now it's just worth whatever I want it to be because we have it and we have the time. So what we're trying to understand here is a compromise. We're trying to find out what we can do.
I agree with the sentiment. How much do you value this book, Cadmus?
Well, for me, the book represents just as much value as the two that you have, if to the others as well. I'd rather sooner part with it than they would part with it. The two that you have. So we need to find a way that we all walk away with what we want.
So give me the book, and you will receive those two boys.
Yeah, but then I don't.
Show us
all
the
the other
boys
formula.
first.
That's a good point.
Gabrielle, he says to Gabe. And he just kind of shakes his head as he makes his way upstairs to the
Go,
catwalk.
puppy.
And in a matter of moments, he brings out one of the boys. You see Zachary sort of half naked right now. He looks like there's cuts and bruises. His right eye is swollen, and his long hair has been cut off.
I said
You see that he's currently gagged, by the way.
Oh, it said two boys, not one. Where's the other one?
Where is the book?
I'm not going to give you shit unless I know that they're both still alive.
And we are not going to give you them without us seeing the proof that you have the book. Where is it?
Somewhere safe? You didn't think we'd walk in here with it? Surely.
So you come to my house empty-handed when you wanted to make a deal.
Not really.
Is this how negotiations go?
Well, when it comes to the fact that we are going into your house surrounded by all your people, you think we're just going to bring the product in here, or you can just attack us and we're not gonna walk away with anything. So, I want to see the boys, both of them, and then we'll bring you the book.
Mm, mm, mm. I see logic has escaped your minds. He looks up. He gestures for Gabe. And we see in one single snap of a moment, Gabe breaks or dislocates Zach's shoulder.
I'm stepping away from Auntie.
I will not ask one more time. Where is the book?
Auntie has the book. Auntie, if you will.
Auntie, you can always, because you have a beast, an active one, you may just choose to frenzy. Unless this is one of those moments where you're still trying to keep control, seeing that it's just Zach there, you're not sure if Warren is still alive.
Yeah. I think she is barely keeping her shit together, but she's worried that if she attacks them, they'll just kill him and then attack them, knowing how easy it would be for them to kill Zach. Just snap his neck and then start attacking us.
Not if you got someone as a hostage.
So yeah, Auntie would say, I'll hand deliver it to you. Let me come up and show you, because we could just have any book, right? Could have just got a paperback book, made it look like the one we have. And she'll start making her way like up to...
Not another step. Toss the book onto the platform.
Really? You're gonna have us toss the book when you only showed us one person?
Would you care for him to be dropped onto your head then?
Auntie looks at the others like... You know, you can tell she's torn, like she wants to defend the book, but they're literally destroying her son in front of her.
You see Zach struggling with Gabe's hold as he lets out a few muffled screams. He's in total pain. You can see there's blood seemingly is dripping from his back and his front. You see that his eyes, he can barely open it, but you can tell that he's crying right now. Cadmus? What's your humanity at? Pretty sure it's 7.
It is at 7, yes.
In VTM, there are moments in the game where you have to make certain decisions. Decisions that could have dire consequences for either yourself or the people around you. This is one of those moments. With your 7 humanity, you know that they're gonna kill Zach if you don't give the book to them. However, by giving them that book, you have no idea what they'll do. It's the camera. Oh, go ahead, Munchie.
Munchies will turn to Cadmus and just mouth, burn it.
As the camera then pans closer and closer, zooming in with close-ups of Auntie, Zach, Salvi, Munchies, Amethyst, and eventually you, Cadmus, being the deciding factor here. The camera blacks out as we end tonight's session. All right. What an intense moment that we left off on. We'll probably have to, we'll need to get back into next session. But yeah, that was quite an interesting time, y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Magnum Opus. Let's go around the table, introduce ourselves once again. My name is Lou, and I've been the storyteller for this chronicle.
I'm Joel, and I'm playing Cadmus, someone who's now got to weigh up what is worth more to him, the life of one of his own coterie sons, or a new book he just acquired.
I'm Haley. I've been playing Auntie P, who is a mother on the edge.
I'm Rena. I've been playing as Munchie, Ava, Chang, whatever my name is now at this point. I am just one petty ass, so I'd rather burn the book than have it and get them to have it. Burn this place to the ground. The barbarian blood is real. It is raging. Okay. But yes, we'll see you again next week for another episode of Magnum Opus. Bye.
Bye.